How you doing? It's Zach Allen. Check out this amazing picture here of Arnold Palmer, right? The king. So if you're a lot like me, I grew up looking at tons of photographs of golf swings, right? Back in the day, there was no YouTube, there was no cell phone videos, there was no internet. So we had golf magazines, Golf Digest, Golf Magazine, Golf Tips, and we looked at tons of sequence photos like this, okay? And some things that you could appreciate here, right? If you look at this amazing position, his elbow's tucked, his lead arm is straight, left wrist is flat, club face is perfect 45-degree angle. Look at this impeccable spine angle. Chin is into his shoulder. Eyes are straight down at the ball. And then look at that Arnold Palmer lower body, just rock solid. Right leg is totally firm. You know, just looks like a brick foundation. And to be honest with you, that can be very misleading, okay? Because this is actual footage here of Arnold ripping a driver, right? And he definitely ripped it, but look at what's actually going on in his lower body. There's a literal tornado hurricane going on there for him to hit that shot. That's so different than the photograph, right? When we focus on a position. So his feet, knees, and hips, pelvis are so active in using the ground in order to generate the most power, okay? And his head is pretty steady. To me, it's a lot like when you look at a synchronized swimmer, right? You see the stuff that's going on up above water, and it looks so steady and quiet and calm, but literally underneath, they're working like crazy to get all that to happen. And that's really what the best golfers in the world are doing. They're using their lower body so dynamically, and it's something that we lose when we start to focus on positions, right? I kind of grew up in that generation of P1, P2, P3, P4, 5, on. And it's not a bad thing for teaching because it does give you some references of where you're at. But there was a time I literally tried to learn by swinging into these positions, and I was playing connect the dots. And it was pretty devastating in my golf game. So I've got a couple swing trainers here, okay, I want you to check out. I've got a pressure board. It's basically like a teeter board that wobbles back and forth. I have a couple balance cushions, and I have a little bit of these stretchy bands. So when I get up on here, I'm going to show you what my lower body is actually trying to do. Okay, first off, like you see Arnold Palmer doing, we're actually going from trail heel to lead toe, right? Switching. Heel toe, heel toe. Heel toe, heel toe. Okay, and then you can see on this board, when I go on my backswing, I'm shifting to my trail foot. Boom. Lead foot, trail, lead, and it's all happening through my footwork, right? My feet, my knees, my pelvis are all very active in this. And then the last bit, you'll see these bands, I'm extending my trail side as I push back in order to get more force in the backswing. And my head is staying pretty steady, right? Trail leg, lead, right, left. Let me get my balance there, right, left, right, left, right, left. So my knees, my feet, my pelvis become very dynamic. And that's something that I see a lot of golfers missing, right? So what the drill would be, right, and just kind of been seeing this, especially if you've been like me and we start to focus too many slow motion videos, too much thinking about every inch of the golf swing. You know, my coach used to ask me sometimes, like, are you going to play golf or are you going to play golf swing today? And I would tell him, I'm going to play golf. And then I would actually go out and keep playing golf swing and shoot bad scores from time to time, right? Kind of in one of the slumps of my golf career. So the drill would be to be able to feel that is just kind of take a club, put it in the ground. I got a 7-iron here. Put your hands on top and really start to feel how your legs can push the ground, right? I'm pushing to go back. Boom, there's my backswing. I've loaded this trail glute as I go back. And then I'm pushing and shifting to go through. So from this view, take a look at it from here. You can see there's a little bit of pelvic sway as I turn, which is good because that's me transferring my weight. And then I'm feeling my pelvis really move through. That's very different from a lot of players that I see walk in that are all upper body. And they literally look frozen down here. Or when they hit it, there's a lot of this, and there's no movement here at all. So I really like to kind of get a sense of this pelvis being very mobile, very supple, and very active. It gives us a lot of flow and a lot of rhythm in the golf swing. So that's basically it. You get a couple feels doing this, and then you start to slowly hit some balls, incorporating that same sensation. So when you start, it's important, feel your feet kind of pushing the ground, feel your toes in your shoes, getting ready to do something dynamic. And then as you go to swing, activate from here, right? Not from here necessarily. Let's give it a shot. So when you look at great players, they're very active down here, and their head is just perfectly fixated on the ball. It's because this is going so gangbusters, right? It's going great guns down here, bang, all the way to the finish, so their head doesn't have to move around very much. So take that for what it's worth. Don't get too position focused. Don't lose the dynamics of where the power comes from, which it's from the ground. It's from us pushing the ground. That's where you get players like Rory that hit it so far. Keep that in the back of your mind. Give that drill a shot and see if it doesn't help you stay a little more steady while gaining some power at the same time. Thanks for watching. If you're looking for a way to get more consistency in your golf swing, then I've got just the thing for you. I've put together a 3-part training series where I walk you through an easy process with one goal in mind, giving you a more efficient, athletic, and consistent golf swing. I call it the Consistency Clinic, and you can get the entire thing free of charge by clicking the link right here. This training series isn't available anywhere else, so go ahead, click the link right now, and I'll see you on the other side.